Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the temperature sensor in a Samsung refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. It should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For the job, we're going to need a Phillips and a flathead screwdrivers and a pick hook. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new temperature sensor. This temperature sensor is located in the freezer compartment behind the rear wall cover. It communicates with the main control board along the board to keep the desired temperature inside the compartment. If the temperature in the freezer compartment is way too cold, way too warm, or simply won't stay within the desired range, the temperature sensor should be checked and replaced if needed. Let's open the freezer door. Slightly lift up on the ice bucket and pull it out. Now, using the Phillips screwdriver, we're going to take out two Phillips screws here on the top that holds the ice maker. So next, pull out the ice maker to free it from the rear clips. Drop it down slowly, and then we can disconnect this plug by pressing the locking tab. And now we can remove the ice maker. Next, we need to remove the single Phillips screw here at the top of the divider. Now we can pull out the divider. We need to remove this shelf. Two screws, one on each side. We're going to use a Phillips screwdriver. Slide the shelf with the auger motor out. Disconnect the plug at the back, push the locking tab and pull it out. And now we can remove the shelf out of the fridge. Next, we're going to remove all the shelves from the freezer. Pull and lift. Pull and lift. Next, we're going to use a flathead screwdriver to pop open those two caps, which hides screws behind them. And now, using the Phillips screwdriver, we're going to remove those two Phillips screws on the top of the lower panel. Please note that the two screws that came out from those top holes are not painted white on the heads, and it's a little longer than the rest of the screws. Now we can remove the rest of the screws that holds that bottom cover panel. To remove the evaporator cover panel, we're going to grab it at the bottom here and just pull it out to release the clips. And now we're going to take out those three Phillips screws that holds the top cover panel. Pay attention to these tiny arrows around the perimeter of the cover. They indicate where the locking clips are located behind the panel. So we are going to use a hook to undo the clips behind the panel. You don't have to get exactly the same tool, as long as you will have something that is bent 90 degrees and won't break the plastic. Preferably it would be a little bit flatter than the hook, but I couldn't find anything in my toolbox. If you do, good luck. Now let's insert the hook underneath the panel, right against the arrow Then press the panel about 2 inches away from the edge, pressing and pull the hook. And then we're going to continue on to the second arrow and do the same thing. Pull out. Press and pull. And the panel comes out. Next, we need to remove the inner cover panel. Using the Phillips screwdriver, take out 2 Phillips screws on the center line that holds the panel. And that's 2. Note this is another couple of screws that are a little longer than the other ones, and it's not painted. So don't mix them up. So now we're going to use the flathead screwdriver and push inwards the locking clips around the perimeter. Don't pull it yet. We need to disconnect the 2 plugs on the top over there. Take a picture of the connection. Push in the tabs on the side of the plugs and disconnect them. And now we can remove the inner panel. Let's bring the panel to the workable surface. The temperature sensor we're replacing is located right behind the grill. So what we need to do, we need to turn it over. And using the Phillips screwdriver, take out the 2 screws and remove the holder. And here's our old temperature sensor. So just simply pull it out. This is the old temperature sensor next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. Let's mount the new temperature sensor bulb into the holder. Then we're going to bend it in the channel and then install it. And secure it with a couple of Phillips screws. And now we can install the panel. All right, pay attention. The big plug goes in the back and the smaller plug goes in front. All right, let's rig the panel in and install the plugs. All right, now we can lift it up. So lock the top clip in and then push the rest of the side clips. And now we can secure the inner panel with the 2 Phillips screws on the center line. Remember, those screws are a little longer and it's not painted. Right now the upper panel can go back in. This is the clips we're talking about around the panel. So we're gonna start with putting it in. The 2 top goes first, and then we just press the sides. As simple as that. Secure the panel with the 3 Phillips screws. Now we're going to install the bottom evaporator cover panel. Slide it in and push it in to lock the tabs on the side. And now, using the Phillips screwdriver, now we can secure it with the screws. Do not over tighten them. They'll go into the plastic tubing, so be careful. And now we can install the top screws. If you remember, they are a little longer and they're not painted white. Now we can install the caps back in. We're now going to install all the shelves back in. And the last one. All right, bring in the shelf. Plug it in at the back, and then install the shelf on the rail. And now we can secure the shelf with the two Phillips screws, one on each side. We can put the divider back in now. Slide it on the rails on the bottom so it will lock in. And then we can install the Phillips screw at the top. Bring the ice maker in. And let's plug the wire plug in on the top. Make sure it locks. Make sure that the wire harness is under the retainer. And next, the two brackets over there, one on each side, has to lock over those two pins. Push it in to slide over. Now we need to secure the ice maker to the ceiling with the two Phillips screws. Alright, sliding in the ice bin in over assembly and close the door. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other repair videos available on our site, on Facebook, and on YouTube.